You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by ShopLocalSiouxFalls.com. Good Tuesday morning to you, Dan.
And how's my favorite couple in the whole world?
Fantastic.
I could call them and ask.
I could call John.
I see what I did there.
Crazy. Jerry Lewis.
Yeah.
Celebrating a birthday today. Jerry
Nice.
Lewis, of course, became really, really big with that telethon thing. Is that a thing anymore?
It is. Yeah.
Is it still?
Yeah. It's not. He's not on it because he passed away, but yeah, they still do it.
Okay.
They'd make more money if they brought him back every year.
Dan, did I tell you
His name's right on it.
he was my dad's babysitter when my dad was a little boy? Jerry Lewis.
You have said that. No one believes that story, but
It's
you
true.
have brought it up. Yeah, okay, John. It's fun to just say stuff, isn't it, John?
True story. True story.
Ponch. It's a birthday today.
Oh, nice.
Eric Estrada.
Yeah.
Chips. Henry Enrique Estrada. He's 72.
Oh, very cool.
72. Still does a lot of voice work on like Nickelodeon, stuff like that. And he's
He's a talented dude.
still getting it done. James Madison, fourth president of the United States of America.
Shortest president.
Considered father of the Constitution. Author of the United States Bill of Rights. But did you know Madison Square Garden is indeed named after James Madison?
Yeah, that's cool.
Let's see, who else is really, really big blowing out candles today? Hey, come on now. Let's give it up for Flavor Flav.
Oh, that's Heidi's favorite.
He is, he's 60,
He's something
62.
else.
William Jonathan Dayton Jr.
Really?
Yep.
That's his real name?
Yeah.
That sounds so
Billy John.
sophisticated.
Well, yeah, and he got voted off the island with Public Enemy after like 35 years.
Yeah.
Because they decided to do, seriously, last year, Public Enemy decided to play for free at a Bernie Sanders rally.
Okay.
Wow.
And there was a big hubbubbery about that, and they told Flav to take a hike.
Huh.
So, isn't that interesting?
I didn't know
It
that.
is.
That's right up there with Jerry Lewis babysitting your dad.
Yeah. So neither one of those probably really happened, is what you're saying?
I think they both really
I'm
happened.
Googling it right now to see if my story's true.
You are. Well, you better have some photographic evidence. It was 1867, the very first publication of an article by Joseph Lister outlining the discovery of antiseptic surgery.
Really?
That would change the game big time, because up until then, they're basically just wiping surgical instruments on a towel and stuff. And came up with and Listerine. That's him. You don't get that today.
Oh.
Get it? Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yep,
That is very
1802. 1802, this day, U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is established. They'd start working on the Oahe Dam the very next day. 1994, Tanya Harding pleads guilty to felony attack.
That was just the greatest thing to watch
Nancy
unfold ever,
Kerrigan.
wasn't
It
it?
was so weird.
I never paid any attention to figure skating at all. I don't think most of the world did until that happened, and everybody's glued to it.
We
was a
watched
big
the
thing.
movie I, Tanya,
It
and
was fantastic.
It was a good
the
movie.
The whole situation was just fantastic.
I don't know that it's fancy.
I loved every
Does she
minute
seem
of
too
it.
excited for somebody
It
getting
really
hurt?
was so great. It's like, I don't know. It was just pretty freaking great.
Calm down a little bit. You seem
Wow.
way too excited about somebody's knee injury, career-ending injury.
We all have our own heroes, John.
Not all heroes wear capes, is what I'm saying.
Wow.
I think what a lot of people forget, and I grew up on the ice. I'm a hockey jock, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever. And figure skating is amazing athletes.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Tanya Harding was an incredible
Absolutely.
skater.
Yeah.
Incredible. Just made one bad decision.
But here's the thing. When I watched the movie I, Tanya, it makes it seem as though she really had nothing to do with that. So I don't know. I don't know if I believe this movie that was probably made by her.
Yeah, hard to say. But yeah,
I
interesting
just loved
stuff.
that whole scenario. I'm not going to lie.
Well,
it was
maybe there'll
fantastic.
be a sequel.
Let's hope not.
I mean, Tanya's still Still stomping around. So there you go. All right. Well, I know now. You know when we can just continue this madness.
We'll do that. And Heidi needs to take a little breather. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by ShopLocalSiouxFalls.com.
Do you have a credit card? Is it a pretty good one? Here's how you can tell. Take the details of your current card, the interest rates, points, and perks, and compare them for free to the available offers at BetterCreditCards.com. If we can offer you a better credit card, it could save you money every month. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you save money. Even if you don't have a credit card right now, you can still check it out at BetterCreditCards.com. Do it today. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
And time right now for a best of Ranger Dan. Have you guys heard from him?
I haven't
Anybody?
heard a word.
You have no clue? So we're going to...
No clue where he is.
We have no idea. If you hear from Ranger Dan, please let us know. I'm starting to get concerned, actually.
Or if you spot a rust and tan colored 2003 PC Cruiser, flying Nebraska license plates.
That's right. If you see that somewhere,
take a little photo and shoot it this way.
That'd be awesome. But until then, here is the best of Ranger Dan.
Ready, I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks, run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
It's going to be Monday morning salute off the well-starched brim of the Ranger Dan cap to you, too. Hey, Gene Heidi.
Ranger Dan.
I'd just be flat-out honest here. If I was a cat, I'd spend all 9 lives with you.
I like that.
Meow.
Meow.
Oh, jumping in the mailbag this morning because, well, why not? What the heck? It's pretty sweet little letter from one of my little radio rangers here. Dear Ranger Dan, I am 9 years old, and I love the show. Critter Corner is the best. I really learn a lot about critters.
Nice.
Also, my mom thinks you're ruggedly handsome. Anyway, sometimes I research some of the critter knowledge you share, and I'm wondering if it's always totally accurate, or maybe you have sources that I simply can't find. For instance... Last month, you mentioned during Critter Corner that all clownfish are male.
Yeah.
And that only a select few will actually change into what's known as a dominant female clownfish.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find anything on that.
Huh.
Could you please share how you know that?
Yeah.
Thanks, Ranger Dan. You're a true national treasure. Your biggest fan, Elliot Lindquist.
Nice. Wow.
Appreciate the letter, Elliot. First off, Elliot, nobody likes an overachiever. But, to tell you, the time to write, it is a fact, according to, and you can look it up, Elliot, write it down. According to a website I found somewhere, and marine biologists, fish scientists, all clownfish are, in fact, born male. When the dominant female in a clownfish hierarchy or a specific school, dies, the dominant male in that specific clownfish school will morph itself into a female.
Really?
Now, to put this into layman's terms that you'll understand, Elliot, this is why in the movie Finding Nemo, Ellen DeGeneres as Dory spends all her time hanging around with Nemo. It's not just his little fin that's getting smaller, if you know what I mean.
Oh, my goodness.
Heck, I'm not even sure how that film got a G rating. Glad I could clear that up for you, Elliot.
I don't think that's accurate.
Tell your mom hey for me. Until next time, this is Ranger Dan out. Say it with me. Yes, sir.
I really need to quit drinking.
I really need to give up drugs.
It's not going to be easy, but we'd love to help. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most, and addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. And Mr. Dan Farris back in the studio here with, what do we have for late breaking news right now? Anything?
Well, it's been kind of confusing. If you recall, last time we went to the polls to cast ballots and whatnot, there was not one but two marijuana things going on.
I remember that. Yeah,
medical and the recreational, both of which were passed by citizens of the great state of South Dakota.
Yeah.
And then things kind of got held up and it gets confusing and people are wondering what's going on here. And this is a feeble attempt of me trying to straighten it out with a story I stole from Dan Santella over at Kello.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Dan. If you didn't go to work in the morning, I'd have nothing to discuss. Okay. So, last Monday, senators approved amendments to that bill, which would allow people 21 years old and older to possess no more than 1 ounce of the devil's lettuce.
Okay.
Now, additionally, the amendments would allow people 21 and older to, I don't even know why they have to put this in there. So, you can have up to 1 ounce of marijuana.
Yeah.
Right.
And you can also ingest that marijuana.
Okay.
As opposed to, I don't know, just
I don't know what
walk
else
around with
you would
it.
do with
Yeah, exactly.
On a keychain.
Allows the will of the people to be said and heard, at least to some degree, should it pass successfully through the legislative body. So all this still is not a done deal.
Right.
Okay.
Because I actually know, I think, 2 people I'm acquainted with who want to open up shop.
I know some as well, yeah.
Already. And it's like, we don't know what to do. And people are going down to City Hall trying to get licenses and whatnot. It's so far from coming to fruition.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. But there was actually, even though this was voted in, there was still the possibility that it was going to get kiboshed anyway.
Yeah.
So, according to what I'm reading here is, it's been green lit. It's just getting more detailed, and that's all there is to it. So,
good to know.
Yeah, if you're thinking you can just bop down to the street corner and get yourself a little bag of pot, I'm guessing it's still going to be a good 1, if not 2 years away.
Okay.
Oh, really?
That's just a guess. There's a lot involved here. You've got tax structure, you've got licensing, you've got vendors, you've got where's it coming from? Can you grow your own? I mean, it's really, really multi-layered.
Yeah.
So
that is one of the theories, by the way.
And our governor is not a fan. So.
There is a theory that Ranger Dan is working on opening a dispensary right now. He's been missing in action, so I don't know if that's what he's up to.
Seems to me about a year or so ago, didn't he have some little harvest festival?
He had something.
Yeah.
Something. Yeah. I know it happened at night up around Newton Hills.
Right.
Yeah, there was something going on there.
Whatever.
We never really know what he's up to.
And sometimes it's better that way.
Sometimes it's better that way.
Plausible deniability is what we call that. That's what our attorney said anyway. So. Well, Dan, thank you for the update, sir.
Yeah, I hope that clears some stuff up.
I don't know if we can hear that. While Dan was doing that story, there was a jet flying right over the studios here. Was that really loud to you guys, too?
I don't know if it went across the
What do the initials DEA mean?
I have no idea. It's like they're buzzing the studios while we're talking. All right. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris. If you could do something today that could save someone's life, would you do it? If it didn't cost you a dime and only took a little time and could literally save a life, would you do it? Can you believe that only 3% of people say yes to this? How's that possible? That's the real percentage of people who give blood. It's something you can do whether you're a millionaire, middle class, or completely poor. There's no fee and it's easy to do. And you can literally save a life. Let's roll up our sleeves and make a difference. Give blood. We can do better than 3%. Learn more at redcrossblood.org. Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture, and we are going to brighten your day right now with some positive news. And joining me with positive news today, we have Mark Slade, and Mark is with the SBDC. And Mark, let's talk about what SBDC stands for, first of all.
Certainly, John. Thank you. The Small Business Development Center, we are a national program that provides business consulting to both existing business owners as well as startup entrepreneurs.
And We got to know Mark about 11 years ago when we were getting ready to start this crazy little radio station, Sunny Radio. I remember sitting with you, and you helped us with numbers, and you guys were an amazing resource through the SBA, SBDC, all of the things you have going in the building out there, Zeal. And it's just an amazing partnership between all of these groups that you guys are there to help people start businesses, to help people grow businesses, and think of all of the amazing tools that you have that you're offering to people for free. It's just awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for somebody who has an interest in starting a business to come out and visit with one of our consultants. We work with, in the Sioux Falls office, which is one of our 7 offices in South Dakota and 900 offices across the country. But we work with about 200 to 250 projects per year here in Sioux Falls, and we cover the 4-county area, basically the Sioux Falls metro area. Interested clients or interested entrepreneurs can visit our website, which is www.sdbusinesshelp.com, and see where the local office is that would work with them. Frequently, we're working with entrepreneurs in developing business plans, financial projections and budgets, and also looking at the various loan programs that are out there to help them turn their dream into a reality.
And the nice thing is, tomorrow is a special day for the SBDC because tomorrow is National SBDC Day. So this is something that they celebrate all across the country tomorrow, but we're going to be celebrating that right here in Sioux Falls as well, won't we?
Exactly. We've got counterparts in every state across the country that will all be celebrating the recognition of the services the SBDC provides.
And if there's a person listening right now that's going, I've always thought of owning my own business. I've always thought it would be fun to start my own business. What would you say is the first step for them before they just, go and sign a lease somewhere? They should probably have other things in mind, right?
Definitely. We do get those situations from time to time, but we do recommend sit down, do the adequate planning, and again, the SBDC staff can assist you with that. Make sure that you're not rushing into something that looks like an unwinnable situation. Make sure that you have your ducks in a row. That way the road is so much smoother when you need to pursue financing through a bank. If you come in armed with a well-thought-through plan, and even if you don't need outside financing, even if this venture is something that you can start on your own with your own capital, that's great, but it's still a good idea to have a second set of eyes. Make sure that you're not missing anything. Make sure that you're not overlooking a requirement that your business or industry might have, and just making sure that it's a good investment of your own resources, both time and money.
Again, thank you for all that you do at the SBDC. And if people listening would like to find more information, where should they find that online for the Sioux Falls office?
They can definitely visit that website, which is at www.sdbusinesshelp.com. Or they can call our Sioux Falls office, and we'd be happy to route them to a counselor here in Sioux Falls, or if they're from somewhere outside of the region, we can get them to the appropriate office, and our phone number here locally is 605-367-5757.
And again, when we started Sunny Radio, 11 years ago now, it doesn't seem like it's possible that it's that long ago, we sat across the table with Mark Slade, and they were a wonderful help. So thank you for all that you did, not only to help us, but the thousands of businesses you guys have helped over the years that you've been there. Thank you for all of that, sir.
Definitely, John. I think probably the most amazing statistic to leave the listeners with is just here in South Dakota, our 7 offices, going back over the last 11 years, and we've been around for over 30 years, but just in the last 11 years, we've helped entrepreneurs here in our state raise over $1 billion,
wow.
Billion with a B, in financing to help start, purchase, or grow a small business.
That is awesome. Very, very cool. Well, thanks for all that you do, sir. Thank you again. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, John.
Again, Mark Slade with the SBDC, and tomorrow is SBCD Day. We're going to throw a link to all the information on Facebook.com/Sunny Radio and Facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
Do you have a credit card? Is it a pretty good one? Here's how you can tell. Take the details of your current card, the interest rates, points, and perks, and compare them for free to the available offers at bettercreditcards.com. If we can offer you a better credit card, it could save you money every month. This will literally literally cost you nothing, and it could help you save money. Even if you don't have a credit card right now, you can still check it out at bettercreditcards.com. Do it today. bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
And it's time right now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris. It's like I've never done this before.
We don't really need the Mr. whatever. Hey, but you know, celebrity.
Fabulous.
Fabulous. I've been keeping track of out of the world of pop culture and exactly what's getting canceled these days. And let's see, we covered Speedy Gonzalez, right? Pepe Le Pew, who I love, man. That's just sad. Disney is becoming one of the biggest companies in this let's wipe stuff out deal, which kind of surprises me.
And they own a lot of this stuff, too.
They sure do.
Disappointing.
If you're a Disney Plus subscriber, you're going to find it a little more difficult to find some really great kids movies, including now Dumbo, Peter Pan, the Aristocats.
Aristocats, yeah.
Swiss Family Robinson.
Wow.
Out of there.
What? For why? Does it say why on each of these? I can't think of anything wrong with Dumbo at all.
Apparently in Dumbo, there is a scene where a group of crows sing a song.
But they were my favorite. I loved the crows.
It goes back to minstrel days.
Could they just cut that scene and leave Dumbo alone the rest of the way, or that's not okay either?
No, this is so ridiculous. Okay, so then what's wrong with
Peter?
Swiss Family Robinson, for crying out loud? I can't think of anything.
I'm sure it has something to do with natives or something. Like in Peter Pan, apparently they feel the indigenous people portrayed in that film were not portrayed correctly.
Okay.
Aristocats is
too many cats.
Racist because apparently all the other cats aren't fans of the Siamese cats because they're
Aristocats.
Oh boy!
So then, Lady and the Tramp is probably the next one to go, because in Lady and the Tramp, the Siamese cats were portrayed with a very certain ethnicity, and they were bad and evil. So they're probably the next ones to go.
Hey, you know what? Let's get back to Pepe Le Pew for a moment.
Let's do.
There is actually an episode, Pepe Le Pew cartoon. Now, it's always the same cat he's trying to romance.
Yeah,
we learned her name, Penelope.
Penelope Pussycat.
Yeah.
And, you know, I can see where she could be mistaken for a skunk because she's got the same coloration and everything else.
And wasn't there one where she got, like, paint dribbled on her back so she looked like a skunk?
Exactly. But here's the skinny.
Yeah.
There's an episode where, and I don't know if her little nose gets pinched shut or something, but in this episode, she can't smell Pepe.
Oh.
Right. And she loves him.
And she starts chasing him.
I remember that. He was running away from her.
Yeah, so it was the smell thing.
Yeah.
You know, this is, goodness gracious, I never thought I'd live to see the day where all this is
No,
going on.
I never, if you would have tried to have told me this 10 years ago, that all of this stuff was coming, I would have never believed it.
Well,
not in a million
lot of this is, and you're taking away from, you know, in a sense, the parents. For instance, case in point, I remember my son Luke, he's maybe 12 years old.
He's older than that now.
Loves music.
Right.
And we're driving along, all of a sudden he goes, yeah, I wanted to get, have you ever heard of 50 Cent? I said, yeah, the rapper, yeah. Well, I wanted to get his CD, but Mom wouldn't let me. I said, well, why is that? Let's have that discussion. And we had that discussion, and then we went off and we got him that CD.
Okay.
But we had the discussion about what that is, what that music is, how it pertains to his life. Not really, is this real? What's, you know, it's art, man, and it's all subjective.
Right.
All I'm saying is I had a long conversation with him, and we got the CD.
What did Mom say?
You know, well, that's a story for a different day, John.
All right. Hey, Dan, thanks for coming in, man.
Yeah, this is just so fascinating and disturbing.
It is. All of those things and more. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by ShopLocalSiouxFalls.com.
I really need to give up drugs.
I really need to quit drinking.
It's not going to be easy, but we'd love to help. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most, and addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Tuesday, March 16th, 2021. Optimistic equity traders pushed the major indices to new highs on Monday. The move comes just days after the economic stimulus measures were signed into law and may foreshadow bigger moves to come. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, Dow Transportation Average, and S&P 500 all set new all-time highs while the NASDAQ Composite continues to lag. This week could bring another round of volatility to the market, with not one but 3 major central bank meetings and a raft of economic data due out. Among the central bank meetings are the key decisions from the BOJ, BOE, and the FOMC. None are expected to alter policy, but any could raise fear of inflation with their statements and outlook. An increase of expectation, the FOMC will begin to take a hawkish stance, could send the equity markets plunging. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.